Hello, good morning. We are going to play some more Insurmountable today. Mountain climbing roguelite that we played a bit of last week. And by a bit, I mean a stream worth of, and had a super fun time with it, so we are back for more. Last time we did the first full mission and a side quest that unlocked a new character. So let's take a look. So we did this one and this one. See, that one, that one. We can also try to find the journalist and get our other character unlocked. That seems good. Looks like these might have to be fulfilled by specific characters. Yep. You get a bonus goal when you finish it with that character. Neat. Well, let's try out the scientist. And see if we can find the journalist. Alright, we've got our load out. Alright. The mysterious stranger has seen another person in the mountains. This person is not from the area and looks like a journalist. That can't be a coincidence. You think he will make a good ally, but first you have to find him. So, various stuff. So, different mountains have different characteristics. Ah! Tracking device. That's new. Tracking device. Some missions require you to use your tracking device to find your next goal. You can activate, deactivate. You can then move your camera to find your goal. Closer your goal is to the center of the screen, stronger a signal will be. Look her down to get more precise. Alright, we'll figure it out. Oh yeah, you need middle mouse button to do this. So this is our starting point. This is our little mountain climber. This game is super pretty. These are various stats: sanity, body temperature, energy, and oxygen. This is our health. This is the day-night cycle, weather today, weather tomorrow, our elevation. The death zone is at 6,000 when we'll start to lose oxygen. You can visually see the different types of terrain. Some use more energy than others. So we have to find our goal by using the tracking device. So let's do that. Alright, so we're going to want to go in this general direction. Probably over this mountain here. So we need to figure out what our best plan of attack will be. The icons are different kind of points of interest that can have different events. Let's see here. I don't think we want to go all the way around. I think we want to go up and over. Let's... I think I'm good just kind of skipping most of those ones there. Let's try to get to here. Oh yeah, we don't need to be moving quite so fast. Speed 2 puts him at a nice scurry without it being completely silly. And as you climb, random events can occur, especially when you're on hazardous terrain. Let's see, we're gonna use a lot of energy getting up to here. So it might have been less energy to go around, but that's okay. I kind of want to get to the top to see what we're going to be looking at. Old Pythons. As your gaze wanders up the towering vertical rock face, your eye is caught by cast iron rings. Old Pythons. You tilt your head all the way back. You can make out that the Pythons lead to a small plateau. Why would anyone have gone to the effort of trying to reach it? Climb the wall. The hooks creak alarmingly as you use them to pull yourself upwards. You hesitate. A fall from this height could kill you. Slowly you creep up, inch by inch, until you finally reach the plateau and shelter in a rocky niche. This place has provided refuge to mountaineers before you, and they left something behind. Hey, we got food. Use that to get energy, and we got some XP. As we level up, we'll get to select different skills and abilities. Some are limited use. Some are permanent. So you can see some of this is blocked off. So if I wanted to go over this way, I'd have to super go around, which seems not ideal. So let's just get to the top. Hope for the best, because we have some hazardous terrain here. And we've hit the death zone. We'll take it slow so that we have decreased energy costs because our other stats are doing okay. And we slightly missed where we were going. Let's go here. This will be a shrine. The icons will tell you what type of event, but not what it'll be. While staring at the starry sky, you notice, there, a shooting star. You quickly make a wish for energy. Excellent. It's gonna be in this way somewhere. Alright, well this appears to all connect up, so let's go to here and have an event. Maybe we can make our way to that cave and not have to use our tent to rest. And get back out of the death zone for a bit. As you pick your way across some boulders on the edge of a precipice, you notice an indigenous man below you, waving his arms frantically. He's trying to tell you to hurry. Many of the rocks are loose and in danger of plummeting into the depths. I go quickly. He's telling me to hurry. You quickly hop from rock to rock to escape the danger zone. You suddenly hear a crash behind you. You glance over your shoulder to discover a chunk of rock has plummeted from a height and smashed into the ground mere feet from where the stranger is standing. That was close. We didn't die. Always a success. Alright, we left the death zone. In a rocky hollow, well protected from the wind and weather, you discover a tent, or what remains of one. There are slashes in the tarp as if someone had cut the tent with a sharp blade. Scattered outside the tent are items of clothing and provisions, but no sign of the owner. Why did they leave in such a hurry? Let's thoroughly search. In a sleeping bag, you find a thick book bound in leather. You engross yourself in reading the handwritten entries and learn about a zoologist who spent most of her life searching for an undiscovered species of the genus Homo. There is also a sketch of a hirsute human-like creature, almost 10 feet in height. It reminds you of the legendary Yeti. XP! Level up. So this is going to be a 24... These two are going to be 24-hour just... and then they're done effects. We can get more O2. I think since we're pretty early on this mission, I assume, because it's the first clue that we're on our way to, let's take the permanent one. I mean, permanent insofar as it'll go through the whole mission. Let's hop to here and get this item event. A smooth, sparkling stone catches your eye, its surface covered in delicate, complex patterns of ice crystals that remind you of saplings, ferns, and blossoms. A beautiful sight. You lovingly trace the intricate patterns in the ice with your fingertips. The gentlest touch, they disintegrate and are lost forever. You swallow hard, tears stinging your eyes. Their fragility, their ephemeral beauty leaves you feeling melancholy. You decide to move on before your thoughts start to take a darker turn. Level up. So, same thing as before. I think we're gonna take the permanent buff. Ah! Sometimes the camera is a bit of a pain. But that's just because it gets caught on the surrounding stuff. Can I make it to here? Not really. We're probably gonna have to use a tent pretty soon. Come on. You can also hit V to zoom out a little bit. Alright, well, with that in mind, let's see if we can get to... Ooh. Oh, that doesn't connect up. Use my tracking. Good morning. We're just getting started on this one here. We're trying out the scientist, and we are doing the mission to try to find the journalist. We're in our first evening, so we're not too far in. I don't have a sense for what direction this is in comparison to my stuff, because we're stuck in this crevasse. Don't feel like getting out of bed, too cold. That's fair. Alright, let's go to here and see if it connects up. So we can at least see where we're going. Okay, so this is impassable. That's unfortunate. This is all impassable. I can't go... I can go up and... I have to go, like, way up and around. Well, it's probably what we're gonna do. We have to use, we got a tracking device. We're using that to find clues to try to find the journalist. We're gonna have to go all the way up and around this way. Yeah, it's something new, which is cool. Alright, let's go to here and use our tent. Although sleeping through the day isn't ideal. In fact, let's just use it here instead. Alright, it's gonna go through most of the day, but we're gonna sleep long to get the most energy back. I probably should have done that earlier to finish up the rest of the night. Alright, let's go to here so we can get a better look. Yeah, it's the one I was gonna try to get to. Or that one. That's okay. Alright, so we still need to get on the other side of this rock. Yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna be this blocked off when I was planning my initial ascent here. See if we can get to here. That'll use most of our energy, really. Maybe let's go to the campsite right over here. If I can. Alright, let's go to here. Back up in the death zone. You see footprints in the snow in front of you. They've almost been swept away by the wind, but they're clearly human and very large, like those of a giant. And it would appear that this giant is wandering around barefoot. You follow the tracks to a crevasse where they end. At the bottom of the crevasse, you can make out a scrap of cloth. Did someone fall down there? You could jump across and pick up the trail on the other side. Carefully climb. You slip and fall down the crevasse. The impact is hard and leaves your head pounding. You are slightly dazed when you notice a corpse. Not that of a giant, but that of a normal-sized woman. You creep closer and look into the two dark, empty eye sockets. What happened to her eyeballs? Could animals have eaten them? You search her torn anorak and find an identity card from a research institute for zoology, and some equipment. So this must be the person whose journal we found earlier. We got mittens. We'll take them. We'll switch when we need more warmth than energy. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave, you notice a faint shimmer of light. Actually, let's put them on before we rest. Maybe we'll get some extra warmth. Follow the light. Hundreds of fireflies. Level up. Can I don't think I can level up before the event is done. Let's sleep long. Will get us back today. Restore our energy and body temperature. There we go. Okay, reduced time cost when moving and climbing. Oxygen is high. Reduced penalty for sleeping without a tent. Let's take fresh air. Now, the question is, do I want to grab a couple of vents that are... that's quite a bit of energy. We're still trying to get our way around. Oh goodness, that is super blocked off, isn't it? Let's go up to here, because it looks like we're gonna have to go up this way to get around anyway. And there's a, looks like there's a cave on the other side here. Gosh, this game is so pretty. You are trudging across a snow-covered plain when your boot catches on something stretching lengthwise along the ground. You are stunned to discover a thick black cable. Why is it here and where does it lead? We're gonna follow the cable. The cable leads to the edge of a small canyon. You can see that it runs down the sheer canyon slope, ultimately disappearing into a pile of rubble at the bottom. It seems clear there was an avalanche here. Is it worth climbing down to take a look? Yes. You gently probe the ledge with the toe of your boot. The rock seems like it will hold. When you shift your weight, however, a large chunk of the rock comes loose and crashes to the bottom of the canyon with a loud boom. A desperate leap at the last second is all that saves you from hurtling down into the depths along with it. Your hands tremble, your legs are jelly. No, this is too risky. You'd better focus on the task at hand. Oh, we got XP. Alright, so we can go to here. And rest in the cave. I'm gonna take it slow and steady while conditions allow here. You enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There is a deep, wide fault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. Explore! You squint down and make out something lying at the bottom of the fault. From this distance, it looks like it might be a backpack or bag. Could there be valuable equipment in there? We'll climb down and hope for the best. You sit on the edge and carefully lower yourself down. Dexterous as ever, you are able to climb from ledge to ledge until you once again feel the ground under your feet. Excited, you search the item, which is in fact an old backpack. Nothing. You climb back up, frustrated. Hey, XP. Lie down and sleep. Sleep long. We'll use up O2, but we'll get most of our energy back and get us most of the way through the night, so that seems good. Plus we have a perk that gives us stats when we wake up. Is this worth getting to? I think so. Probably. And we'll see how we'll probably have to double back to pick our way down this path here. But it's not too far out of the way to grab this item. We don't have much for supplies right now. Our stats are doing good because we're managing pretty carefully, but that's always kind of tenuous in this sort of game. Might be able to get on this way too. Near an abandoned camp, there are some vacuum flasks filled with tea. You could take the time to search the tents. Thoroughly search the tents. You find a vacuum flask filled with tea. Well, excellent. Oh yeah, we were going to... Let's swap that back. We're okay on body temperature right now. And now it's daytime anyway. Alright. See if we can get a better idea of where our thing is. So it appears to be in this general direction yet. So we'll start making our way down there. See what... So we are going to have to make our way all the way around, huh? Any points of interest to hit up along the way? Yes, let's go to here then. If we're going to end up going around that way anyway. You encounter a slope filled with rubble. Even your very first step onto it sets off a mini landslide with stones rolling out from under your feet and down the mountainside. I try to find a different path. You decide a detour is your best option and give the rubble a wide berth. Continue. Yeah, watch our oxygen. We should be dipping back below the death zone pretty quick for at least a little bit. Which is kind of a nice bonus to taking this path around. Yeah, we're out of the death zone now, at least. For a little bit. We'll recover some oxygen instead of losing it. Northern Lights. What a sight. It's pretty. XP! Take it slow, controlled breathing. Yeah, our O2 is being a little bit of a issue here, so we'll do better with that. That sounds useful. Now the question is, do we want to derp around over here a little bit and hit up that cave? Or just start making our way over? Camera, please. I can't see around my hiker. By the time we get around here, it'll be night, so let's actually go hit this up. And then we'll double back to the cave. Maybe get some extra supplies or XP. The camera figured its life out. Excellent. You enter a vast cave. Several passages lead deep into the mountain. You listen. You can hear metallic clanging coming from one of the passages, as if someone is banging a hammer against a lead pipe. I follow the noise. You walk a few steps down the passageway. The clanging gets louder, but it is so dark that it's hard to say how far away the noise is coming from. Keep going. Keeping one hand on the wall, you make your way forward carefully. The clanging sounds are muffled and regular, as if it was coming from a broken machine of some sort. You walk forward and further into the cave system. Suddenly, the noise stops. You wait a moment, but nothing. Just endless darkness and bitter cold. What were you thinking? Frustrated, you turn around and stumble back up the passageway. After a while, you stop still. Have you lost your way? The cold seeps into your bones. You keep going. Still nothing. It feels like an eternity, but you finally spy the entrance to the cave. You are scared. Really scared. That could have ended badly. Time for sleeps. Long sleeps. Yep, and now we're getting O2 back because we're just shy of the death zone and we have better O2 regen stats. Hit skills, whatever. Stuff. You sit down on a rock to relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm. So warm that ice and snow around it has melted. Why didn't you notice that before? You close your eyes and regain sanity. Scared. Really scared. Sleep anyway. Hey. Being scared will leave you exhausted. Do I want to derp around a little more? Probably not. That's a heck of a detour around. But it could be worth it. Let's do it. We're still low on, like, backpack supplies and stuff. And the weather's nice. Let's take advantage and do a bit of climbing. Ooh, there's an item one up here, too. Death zone. You discover a large leather saddlebag lying on the ground. Right next to it, you discover faded hoofprints. You find an intact tent in the saddlebag. Alright, well that was worth it. Nice. Good job, us. Glad it ended up being worth. As you climb around a crevasse in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with an oxygen mask buried under a thick layer of ice. The bottle seems to be intact. I dig towards the oxygen bottle. You can barely feel your fingers anymore, but that doesn't stop you from digging further. The cold creeps up your arms and your shoulders, then your chest. Finally, you feel the smooth oxygen bottle in your hands and pull it towards yourself. Sweet, we didn't get the mask, but we did get the O2 bottle. I mean, we're getting good stuff here. Let's, supply up. We'll take some detours and just improve our situation. Especially since we're going to be doing a lot of kind of meandering back and forth, trying to find exactly where the tracking device is leading us. I'll come back and hit that on the way back, I think. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do as she suggests and regain warmth. Have you already checked where to go? Yeah. You kind of just use the tracking device and zoom in on it. Let's go up here and then we'll double back and go towards our signal. The wonders are usually giant XP. Oh, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Rock and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders so as not to slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you, a shadow leaps out of a recess in the rock, coming straight at you. You jump in fear, lose your balance, and crash to the ground. You look up to see a mountain hare. You scraped up your knee because of a bunny. Lovely. Injured leg. Okay. OMG indeed. Yeah, I'm currently going like super out of the way, but because we didn't have a lot of resources on our first few things, and there's gonna be a lot of wibbling around to figure out with the tracking device, so... Your gaze wanders across the ground as you balance on a narrow ridge. Something catches your eye. Covered with a fine layer of ice, the bright colors of a mountain flower shine out from between the rocks. You bend down over the petals and inhale the delicate fragrance. A warm feeling of happiness streams through you. Streams through you? Probably that. Level up! So this is the third mountain we've tackled. We did the first main one, and we unlocked the one to unlock the scientist, and now we're doing the one to unlock the journalist. So we've got a little experience in this, not a ton yet. Let's take the permanent one here, as we usually do, especially since we're pretty early on. Yeah, I'm currently backtracking, and I know I am, but we're trying to get our situation a little bit better. You discover the remains of a mountaineer. His skin is gray and cold. I thoroughly search the corpse. You find some equipment. Heavy boots. Opposed to insulated boots. Right now we can use the energy cost reduction. So I think we're gonna hit this, rest here, hit this, and then backtrack and make our way towards our thing. So there was just a lot of points of interest over this way. I mean, the first one got us a tent, so... You come across a corrugated metal shipping container covered in rust. It is closed by means of a massive lock. Maybe the occupiers used it as a storage facility? You could try to break the lock open with a rock. Sure. Grab a nearby rock, wind up, and whack the lock with a loud bang. No luck. The lock remains undamaged. Keep trying. Success! The lock breaks and you were able to see inside the container. All that effort paid off. You find some valuable equipment. Ooh, oxygen mask. Let's play it safe. Eat the food. And then go here to rest. Nom 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 nom. You enter an extensive network of caves. Towards the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it is a stranger, bundled up under a fur blanket. I don't want to wake up the stranger. That seems bad. Though we haven't done that yet. Let's see what happens. You approach the mountaineer, but he doesn't react. You bend over and gently shake him. The second you touch the stranger, he leaps up as though he's been stung by a rattlesnake and knocks you flat on your back. As you lie cowering on the ground, he packs his things and disappears out of the cave without a word. I mean, fair. That's about what we should have expected. I imagine there's a good event possibility too, but yeah, that's fair. We deserved that. Nearby an abandoned camp, there is a torn tent. You could take time to search the intact tents. Yes. You find some equipment. Ooh. Climbing axe. Nice. Well, that's super useful. Okay, well that all seemed worthwhile, actually. So I'm glad for that. But let's go to here. And start making our way towards our goal. I feel much better about our situation now, actually. Having 3 extra campsite rests when we might need them feels real good. You are crawling up a slope on all fours when you feel a trembling beneath you. A boulder the size of a wagon wheel is rolling straight toward you. Leap out of the way. You quickly fling yourself out of the way. The boulder rumbles past you, plummeting into the depths and leaving a swath of destruction in its wake. You heave a sigh of relief. That was a narrow escape. I don't need to catch them all on injuries today. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. Further back, you see a small tunnel leading into the darkness. Explore. You want to explore the tunnel, but it's so dark that you can't see your hands in front of your face. I step into the darkness. You wander through the darkness. After a while, your hands find an object on the ground. It feels unusual. I explore the object with my hands. You find some equipment. Hey, flashlight. Sweet. So I think I'll just switch that up as I need it. Lie down and sleep. Could have used that to get there. Yes, but now we have it. Okay. Check our tracking. This way we go. Level up. We'll take this one again. Since we have lots of tents currently. Alright, let's... Looks like there's a lot of blocked stuff this way, so let's actually go up here and see where that leaves us. Actually, let's stop here. Take a peek. I don't know if it's over here or like all the way around. I don't know if there's going to be a marker or if it's just something that when we hit the right tile. Well, let's find out. And if it leads to some backtracking, then it does. It's also why I wanted to gear up before we started seriously tracking the signal, because I figured there'd be a lot of going around. Alright, so we need to get to the other side of this. Alright, so it's not up, it's about this level on the other side. So let's go around, we'll get back lower and head up this shrine. This looks like this should be a pretty good path through. I hope. If not, I can go up and around at least. Hey, shooting star. Let's take energy. More time out of the death zone, the better. For O2, yeah. Especially we have buffs for being well oxygenated. As you gaze around, you notice a faint light in the distance. It flits back and forth, up and down. I approach it carefully. Could be an anglerfish. As you get closer, you realize it's fireflies. What a beautiful and unexpected light show. I was hoping for the elusive land anglerfish. So this way-ish? Appears to be that way-ish. Let's go here, and then we'll look around again at our tracking. I'm not going up for that shrine. We're gonna stop for a sec. We're losing body temperature, so let's put on our warmer gear. It's a cold night, so I mean, that's not unexpected. If we have to, we'll use our tea. A jingling fills the air around you, harmonious and melodious, followed by the sound of falling rain. You follow the sound to discover tubes of metal and wood tied together in a bare treetop, dancing and striking each other in the wind. You watch the wind chimes and lose yourself in the fleeting melodies. You regain sanity. Oh, hey, there's our goal. That's nice. Okay. So let's hit this up quick. I appreciate that it just shows you when you get close. Northern Lights. Okay. Let's make that our path. Clonk, clonk. You climb your way up a sheer wall of ice. You suddenly feel a frigid draft, and a split second later you hear the crash of impact. You throw your head back, and you see them looming above, enormous columns of ice growing along the cliff face. One of them just hurtled into the depths. I turn around and take a detour. The columns of ice don't exactly look stable. What if a chunk came loose and knocked you down into the depths? You'd rather climb back. Correct. Hey, it's daytime. We're gaining warmth again. You spot a deer stand between two skeletal trees just ahead of you. As you consider walking over to the deer stand to search it for provisions, you hear a rumbling. It sounds like an avalanche. You see the snow cloud on the horizon. It's heading straight for you. I searched the deer stand. That wasn't good. As you rush to the deer stand, the rumbling of the avalanche crescendos to a deafening volume. The second you reach your destination, and the avalanche slams into you and carries you off. When you finally manage to dig yourself free from the mass of snow, your whole body is shaking. The cold is unbearable, but you can't stay here. Uh-oh. Let's take our tea. Yes. There we go. Everything is fine. Tea time. We're gonna need to rest pretty soon for energy anyway. You come across an abandoned campfire. A few half-burned scribbles are peeking out between blackened twigs. Something about an anomaly. These obviously belong to the stranger. You dig around in the ashes. They're still warm. The stranger cannot be far away. Yeah, tomorrow it gets warm. Yep. After a short pause, you get up to go find him. Hey! Plus we get boost of stats. Good, that'll help us climb through today, and hopefully get up to night before we need to rest. This one seems good. This one also seems okay. We don't get as many consumables. Let's take this one, because we have been taking it slow and resting frequently. No. Come on, camera. Okay. Camera, please. There we go. Oh, I can't use it from that viewpoint. Alright, so that general direction. Let's climb up out of here just so we can see. There we go. Okay. There isn't really a go around without much up. I could have to go around and up this way. Oh, I can just climb straight up. Let's do that. That seems good. Let's figure out this here. Alright. Well, let's take this way, because then we can take advantage of this cave. And then, yep, we can go up that way. And that will basically get us to fairly low on energy, so that'll work out. You enter a cave. After a few steps, you feel an icy wind on your face. It seems to be coming from inside the cave. Follow the wind. Countless stalactites hang from the ceiling, blocking your path. As you deftly search for gaps between the enormous rock formations, ducking between them, you suddenly hear a grinding noise. At the last second, you narrowly dodge the pointed projectile that comes crashing down from above. It was a hair's breadth from piercing your torso. But it didn't! Then you see something that makes your blood run cold. A short distance ahead of you is a corpse, riddled with stalactites. That poor soul, if only he'd had your luck. Feeling more than a little queasy, you rummage through the fur pouch he was carrying. You find valuable equipment and hastily tuck it into your pack, then you turn to leave. This place is just too dangerous. Surprised we didn't lose sanity from that. Crampons. I don't know if there's a way that we can maneuver this. Yeah. We're gonna have to leave something. So of how this physically tiles in. So we want the O2. The climbing gloves are super useful. Where does this go into? Okay, so that's a boot slot. Let's take these. Because that's a significant reduction on ice. Not sure I'll use either of them, but, you know. Right now, the body temperature has been way more of an issue. Alright, let's go this way and hope it goes up and over. Back into the death zone. We start having O2 loss again. Okay, let's check our... So this way. Let's go check out this and see where that puts us. This tile, please. There's an active fire pit, but not a soul around. The flames seem to be fighting the icy wind for survival. Watching the fire dance in the face of the cold is almost meditative. You watch for a while and regain. Let's take the warmth. We have lots of tent for resting for energy. Alright, so we still need to kind of make our way this way. Let's hit up the item beacon here. A desert of snow and ice stretches before you, radiantly bright as if you are staring into the sun. You screw your eyes up to see better. They feel irritated and are starting to ache. You wipe your face with your hands. Tears are running down your cheeks. We'll stop and relax our eyes, especially since we just got the temperature boost. You drop down into the snow and close your eyes. The feeling of having something on your eye is driving you crazy. You wait a while, but it doesn't change. You start rubbing again, harder and harder until you notice a sticky secretion on your fingertips. Frozen to the bone, you set off again with an uneasy feeling. Ew. Icky. Your breath is taken away. Towering in front of you, on the slope are bizarrely shaped masses of ice and snow, and several tents not far away. Who set up camp here? You call out, but no one answers. I approach the camp. How breathtaking and surreal. The sight of the ice towers captivates you. You are distracted just a second when something hits you on the head. You press the palm of your hand against the painful area. Blood drips on the lily-white snow. Your circulation plummets, but you manage to staunch the bleeding and alleviate the pain. After a while, you are able to move on. Apparently that was just bad news. Alrighty. Duly noted. Looks like a lot of rock that way. Not sure that's going to be much better. Let's go to here. Clear day. Woo. I think I need to go... Yeah, that's not happening. Up and over this way? Yeah, that seems likely. We're gonna run out of energy before we get there. Let's go to here. Hoping for a cave over the ridge, but not sure how likely that's gonna be. Alright, looks like we're going to have to rest, no matter what, for energy. Let's sleep briefly. We have a lot of tent uses, and I want to take advantage of the nice day. Hopefully we'll find a cave. Alright, let's go to here. Hydrate! Let's switch back to more efficient stuff here. Since our body temperature is much better off now. Alright, so it's over this way. It's gonna be a lot to go around. Let's go up here and see if it has a pathway through, because I see a lot of rocks. looks like we should be able to make our way this way. Try to triangulate it here. Alright, so it looks like no matter where it is, I'm gonna have to make my way all the way over. Alright, let's rest into a long rest. Put on our warm gear and get as much body heat back as we can as well. Switch back to more energy efficient stuff. Okay. And now I have more space. Correct. We took advantage of the nice day for climbing. Alright, so we need to go back down this way. I mean, either way, we're gonna hit this at this point. Wow, we are burning through energy real quick. A crevasse splits the ground in front of you, blocking your way. Oh, backpack. I really don't have the energy for it, unfortunately. Nearest cave is quite a ways off. Alright, it sucks, but let's sleep again. And we're back to cold, but we are at full body heat now, so let's switch back to energy efficiency. Okay. Still glad we geared up when we could. This way. I think this is going to be our best bet. Yep. Let's do it. You hear a couple of loose stones rolling down the mountain. One of them hits you on the torso. Oh no, I was using that torso. Oh, it's just health and didn't damage at least. That was my favorite torso. It's my breathing torso. Alright, so we need to keep making our way around this, huh? That's also kind of what I was worried about with trying to find it and having to just sort of wibble around as we search. Oh. We can't go this way. It does not connect up. Alright, guess we have to go back around. That's the part I was most afraid of. Alright. No choice. If it somehow spawned somewhere inaccessible, I'm going to be sending a bug report. Yeah, it was just unlucky. There was no way to see that that was going to be a dead end over there. Well, time for sleeping. Nope, not that. Tea. Oh, there it is. Tell you what, we're going there. You figure it out. There are no points of interest around here either. I mean, there's the one conversation one I sorta bypassed up there. It's a really remote area of the map. You enter a cave and see a mountaineer with modern equipment who is in the middle of cleaning his camera. You draw attention to yourself and he looks at you inquisitively. He doesn't even bat an eye as you tell him about the time loop and the station you want to bring him back to. Just as you were about to leave, you hear a shrill siren. You cover your ears with your hands, your face contorted in pain. Glaring light radiates from the stone and envelops you. Hey, we did it. Now we have all three characters. Mission reward. Level ups, items, equipment, consumables. Walked in different places. Character reward, nice. Terrain proficiency. Oh, we got a lot of various XP. Looks like we're leveling up our character proficiency. Our environmental proficiency. Wow, most of the things. Woohoo! We've got knowledge for all three of these and upgrade points for all the characters. Nice. It's an unsolved mystery. Believe me, I spent a very long time trying to find the answer. They just disappeared. Left everything behind. It's almost as though they vanished into thin air. The mysterious woman avoids your gaze. You can tell she's hiding something, but the situation seems to be as stressful for her as it is for you. Maybe even more so. You decide not to press the issue any further. You'll figure it out eventually. She's totally me. It's fine. Please, we need to focus on the task at hand. Keep looking around outside while I run more simulations. I should be done soon. And it's marvelous that we have another ally now. Please talk to each other and learn from each other. The only way we have any hope of escaping the time loop is if we all pull together as a real team. Upgrades. Alright, so we have 20 points. Improve protection from terrain interruption events. That seems very useful. Yes. And then let's do reduced energy cost on rocks. That seems to be the most common. Environment. Reduced energy cost in stormy weather and reduced body temperature loss in either at night or cold weather. Probably at night, because there's, you know, always a night where cold weather isn't always. Reduced XP gain. Maybe we'll just take XP gains, because that leads to good level ups. Okay. Adventure. I think we just want to focus on their... Oh, actually, let's go ahead and take this one. Reduced energy cost on all terrain. Max sanity. Max camera distance. Let's start this tree. This tree seems quite good. And journalist. Max health. Max sanity. Point of interest, gain experience. You level up, get a bunch of stuff. Let's take that one. And let's take that one. And that one. There we go. Well, let's take our new character out for a spin. Let's take the one that we get a bonus for having the journalist. Usual high number of potential paths, great deal of climbing. Large mountain, compact mountain with extremely steep rise. An expansive mountain. Well, let's do this one. We've got a couple hours. Eerie surroundings. Shadows and noises follow you on this route. Ooh, minus sanity while moving. We want to get levels first. Knowing that that's going to be a thing, let's do that. But I still want to try out the journalist, so... we haven't gotten any improved equipment load, so let's go. Spoopy. There is a new task waiting for you, a new challenge to master. You head out again into the unknown. Thanks, instant vertigo. Where is our goal? Up there. Well. Let's get to it. I'm going to turn up the speed because this is going to be a longer one. Oh, this one shouldn't be too bad, but still. A local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle, his face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand a word. I find out what's wrong with him. You look at the stranger who keeps grabbing his shoulder. You are sure that he has dislocated it. You gesture to him to hold your hand. You gesture to him to hold out his hand to you. You pull it with a jerk. He screams. Then there's silence. A few seconds later, the stranger is beaming at you. He offers you the oxygen bottle again, which you take. You're glad you were able to help him. XP! And level up. I get bonuses when I level up. Let's do controlled breathing. So we want events, because they get lots of bonuses from that. We got Titans. Let's do it. We got food and XP. We're gonna get mad levels with this character. We don't need the energy yet. But we could wait out the night. And we're unlikely to come back to this, so... Well, actually, let's go here first. Rocks and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders as not to slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you... Oh, it's this one. The bunny. Stupid bunny. You discover an oxygen mask at the bottom of a very narrow and very steep crevasse. You could squeeze into the crevasse and climb down to retrieve the oxygen mask. We'll give it a try. You did it! You have the oxygen mask in your hands and you continue on your way. Nice. More gear. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. I lay down and sleep. We will sleep briefly. That's all we need. That'll get us today. Alright, let's go to here. We found the Tanabata tree. We make a wish for energy. We don't really need either, but that's okay. We got XP from visiting it, though, because of our character. This character seems to be kind of how I tend to like to play, which is go take it slow and explore the things. Let's do fresh air. The train slopes down in front of you. It is completely covered with boulders and fragments of rock. I'll take a detour. You test the rocks, but there are some major red flags here. One false move and you could start an avalanche. It would be better to find a detour. Yeah, we're not under a time constraint. The snow under your feet is churned up, as if recently moved around. Could someone have been digging here? I dig deeper. You kneel down and use your hands to dig through the snow. You feel the cold creeping up your arms. You are just about to give up when your hand hits a hard surface. A crumbling wooden crate containing provisions. You take what is still good, but who buried the crate here and why? Ooh, bandage. And moon herb. Stuff. I enjoy stuff. Okay, so let's... Oh, that's a big detour. Ooh. That's a really big detour. We have a ways to go. Let's just go this way. Shooting star. Wish for energy. And go to here. Old woman. We don't need either, so health, I guess. I follow the smell. Oh, there's a bear. Lup, lup. Well, we didn't need to rest, at least. We will just take the permanent buff. Alright, let's keep just hopping from point of interest to point of interest. You approach a canyon and notice that a rope has been stretched across it. Who could have done that? And can you risk using it? We'll take a detour. Take it safe. As you walk past a massive crevasse, you hear faint cries for help. Looking into its depths, you identify an unfortunate mountaineer at the bottom of the chasm. You may climb down to save him. Carefully, you climb down the crevasse. After some time, you reach the bottom. With great effort, you manage to save the mountaineer. His gratitude is beyond words. Awesome, because I think last time we tried this, it didn't work, and we were sad. Icy wind. Follow the wind. Oh, the stalactites. Hey, we got stuff. Oh, we got a warm hat. Let's take that for now. And let's sleep. We'll have a long sleep. And it's clear today, which is nice. Level up. Okay, so none of these are permanent. Reduced energy cost is probably going to be the most useful. This one lasts longer, but we're okay on sanity. So let's take that one. Make our energy go much further. Take a peek around. Alright, let's go this way. Ooh, nice. In a rocky hollow... Oh, this one. We'll thoroughly investigate. Book bound in leather. Okay, so it's the zoologist. Which we've had that one before. I imagine if you find all of them, it completes some sort of storyline. In front of you, you see the outlines of monoliths arranged in a circular pattern. Some of them have collapsed and broken into thousands of pieces. An ancient ritual site? Stay and examine the area. Silent witnesses of an ancient and lost culture. Did nature do this to them? Or were they destroyed by other humans? You're not sure, but something will eventually rise from these ruins, such as the circle of life. You're about to move on when you think you see something beneath one of the monoliths. You move closer and discover some provisions. Nice. Let's take it slow. Oh yeah, we also recover stats when we level up. This is an interesting character. You reach the shore of a frozen mountain lake. On the embankment, you find what remains of a camp. You take a look around, but there's nothing useful in sight. Or is there? Just a few yards from you on the sheet of ice, you spot some open canned food. Do you want to retrieve it? Sure, we'll give it a try. You made it! You collapse onto the embankment and stow the canned food in your pack. That's going to taste good. Ooh, 2 cans. Glad that worked out. Okay. So I can go through this way, it looks like. That seems fine. Because we're still trying to get up that way. A glacier extends as far as the eye can see, gripping the sides of the mountain, and you're standing right in the middle of it. You know that ice is constantly moving and could split at any moment, swallowing you up into a crevasse. There's only one way to go, forwards. But how? Hurry or exercise caution? Adrenaline is pumping through your veins. I go carefully. The tremors in the earth are getting stronger, but you don't let yourself get flustered. You are diligent in checking the ice when the ground opens up and you slide into a crevasse. You are still tending to your bloody knee when you notice the walls of ice shifting and the rift above you growing narrower. Is your body going to be crushed? All your bones broken? Just in time, you climb out of the crevasse and escape a crushing fate. Well, that wasn't good. Let's switch to... Oh, we do have the hat on. Okay. Let's take that path. Gigantic footprints. Carefully climb. Oh, it's the zoology lady. We got a protective helmet, minus health loss in events. You catch a scent on the wind. Burning wood? You follow your nose, and behind some rocky peaks you discover a patched, dingy-looking tent. Next to the tent, the glowing embers of a campfire amid a thin plume of smoke. You look around, not a soul for miles. I call out in case the owner is nearby. You call out. Nothing happens. No response. You call again. Suddenly you hear a crack behind you as if someone is trying to sneak up on you. You spin around and find yourself staring into a pair of eyes narrowed with fury. A local man. He shakes a balled fist at you, clearly wanting you to leave. You get the message, you hurry away and continue your journey. Well, we didn't get injured, at least. Active fire pit. There, we want warmth. I explored the tunnel. Yes, it's dark. Oh, it's collapsed. I turn around. Okay. Let's do a short sleep because we're not going to get much more benefit from a long sleep. So no reason to get closer to nighttime. Let's actually do conserve strength. I'm okay with the increased time, and we have some stuff that reduces time, so that seems like an okay trade-off for me. Where's my V? There it is. Okay. Let's see if we can get here. We can. Let's do that. Bobby! Bobby! You suddenly hear a loud bark behind you. You spin around to see a St. Bernard bounding towards you, panting, its tongue lolling. As it obediently sits at your feet, you notice a harness on its back. There's a bag strapped to it. You search the bag. The dog waits patiently as you search the bag. You find equipment inside. Bork indeed. Oh, goodness. We got a flashlight and tea. Oh, we can equip the flashlight, which will save us inventory. Excellent. Exhausted, you roll your head back. You gasp and your pupils dilate as a comet flies over you, its bright tail stretching miles behind it. What a spectacle. You are overwhelmed with emotion. Alright, so we need to start climbing up that way. I think no points of interest. Let's just start going this way. Keep going upwards. Let's cut across. I can make it all the way up and then go across. That should be fine. I thought I could cross here, but I can't. Death zone. Decreased energy loss. Yeah, that definitely goes across. Good. Alright, let's go to here and rest. Have a long sleep, get us back to lots of energy and back to daytime. It's gonna be a nice day as well. Should be a pretty straightforward final push here then. Why would I say that? A frozen mountain lake stretches out in front of you. You place 1 foot on the ice to test it. It seems sturdy to you. Your path would lead straight across the lake if you didn't want to lose any time. I'll lose time and be safe, it's fine. You don't trust the layer of ice and you're not the least bit interested in taking an ice bath. You'd rather take a detour. Correct. I would. You made it. Your face is worn with effort, but your hard work was not in vain. The experience you had and the information you have gathered about the mountain is bringing you step by step closer to your goal. But of course, you still have to make it to your destination. And back down the mountain we go. How far away is this? I mean, yeah, we're right here. It's actually relatively low energy loss and danger. A little bit of danger. Crates filled with dynamite are stacked in a small cave. Behind the crates, you can just make out a few torches. Now those would be useful. I'd carefully move the crates out of the way. You move crate after crate out of the way until you have created a narrow corridor leading to the torches. You quickly stow them in your pack and get out of the cave. Oh, it's just a use item. We'll just hang on to it for the moment. Reduced energy cost in the death zone. Yes, that seems useful here. Okay. We could go... We can't really go around that way anyway, so let's just head towards the nearest point of interest. We'll get some stats. You hear a couple of loose stones rolling down the mountain. One of them hits you on the torso. No, my torso. Why does this mountain hate my torso? You discover a bird's nest. That is extremely unusual at this altitude. More tea? Bird tea. Yeah, bird tea. You find a vacuum flask filled with tea in the nest. We'll just use the torch. We have the flashlight anyway. Bird tea. Bird tea. Who's making all of this tea? We decided it was the birds, because you find it in the nest. As far as our canon goes, we've decided that all tea in this game is made by birds. Just makes sense. You march along a mountain ridge, its steep slopes lined with gnarled trees defying the elements. You spot an oxygen bottle and a near and fragile-looking ledge. You could pick up a branch and try to salvage the item. Let's just not. We have 2 O2 bottles. Okay, so if we want to go over to here... That seems not great to go up and around there, so let's just get some lower altitude. Oh, nope. We'll just go this way. Nope. This way! Daytime, just in time to rest. Actually, instead of that, since all we need is O2, or, energy, and we have a ton of canned food, let's just eat the canned food. And take advantage of nice weather daytime for climbing. Okay, we want to get down there. Let's aim for going to there. low building catches your attention. It is well integrated into the landscape, so you almost didn't notice it. The architecture is modern and simple. Did the mysterious occupiers leave it behind? As you approach the entrance, you hear a snarl coming from inside. I look around but stay outside. You find a barred window through which you can see into a rectangular room of surprising proportions. The structure must have been built into the mountain itself. But why go to so much effort? As you contemplate this, you hear another snarl. Like a shadow, an animal darts across the room, a cougar, and it seems to have smelled you. Quickly, you make your escape. We didn't get eaten by a cougar. Good job, us. Strong smell. We followed the smell. Tufts of fur and bones. Let's leave. Keep taking advantage of the nice weather to make progress. We have plenty of food yet. You are crawling up a slope on all fours. Oh, this one. Leap out of the way. We didn't die. Nope. We don't have the energy, and that's okay. We're gonna eat this canned food. And go to here. We still got at least one tent use, if not two, I want to say. More tea! We'll thoroughly search the tents. 2 tea. So much bird tea. The goal is pretty close by. It's right there. We don't need the O2. We'll just take conserve strength. Oh yeah, I definitely got this one. Why would I say that out loud? Why would I curse it like that? Eh. We did it! You've reached your goal. Your body feels weak, but your heart is jumping for joy. You know the mountain is a merciless foe, but this time around, you have defeated it. Then everything goes all wibbly! Woo! Vortex. Times vortex. Okay. That's what time vortexes sound like. They go time vortex. Just in case you were wondering. Let's get our level ups. Haven't seen any plays of 2.0 yet. You appreciate the demonstration? Good, good. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of 1.0 played previously. But this is my first playthrough at all, full stop. I've done the first mountain climb. I'm doing the side missions before I take on the next one. Finally, you're back. I've been waiting for you. You've learned a lot out there. I think the time has come to take the next step. The stone reacts to electromagnetic radiation. During the experiments that were conducted here, it must have overheated and imploded. That must have caused the anomalies and triggered the time loop. Essentially, all we have to do is repeat the experiment. Obviously, there's a catch. All the technical devices we need are dead now. Totally unusable. But there's another way. Did you notice the antenna on the next peak? Not only is the radiation stronger over there, the antenna also intensifies it. If we subject the stone to enough radiation, it might overheat again and reverse the time loop. I mean, I admit it's just a theory, but right now it's our only hope. This seems safe. You hesitate. What happens if you refuse? After all, scaling a mountain isn't exactly a walk in the park. On the other hand, you really want to find out more about this mysterious antenna-like structure. Why was it built? What was its purpose? The stranger smiles at you as though she's read your mind. Feel free to rest or to keep repairing. I know this task seems daunting, but you can do it, I'm sure of it. Level up, level up. Minus time cost on all terrain. And the scientist. These are awfully specific, but still seem good. Let's take the adrenaline. And journalist. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain 8 energy. Yes. That's so good. I just tried to hit the middle mouse button to look around the cabin. Good job, me. Alright, we can take on the second one, but I think what I want to do is finish off the side missions here, so I can level up and give myself the best chance of success on the next round. So let's do the side mission, the character-specific side missions. Let's do the journalist one. This is still our equipment loadout. Do we still want these, or do we want something different? I think I'm kind of tempted to take the flashlight, because we're going to be doing so many events. With the energy, let's take this off, and let's take a flashlight. Alright, let's do it. There is a new task waiting for you, a new challenge to master. You head out again into the unknown. Let's look in this cave. Shimmer light, follow the light. It's fireflies. Level up. Good start, good start. We will take it slow. So yeah, I've basically decided that I will play through all of the missions of this game on stream because it's fantastic. And that I also... let's do it this way just in case. We'll be doing the, all the side missions, because they're fun. Been in the team for the whole of 1.0 and played it a lot. Since I started working on 2.0, I joined art department, got my task, never played the game again. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the playthrough so far. Holler if you have questions. Also, the, art design and level design and the aesthetics of this game are gorgeous. It's real good. If you want to catch the first episode, it should still be up on the Twitch VOD section. Otherwise, it's up on my YouTube as well. youtube.com/Hulyen. This one will go up probably tomorrow. And I'm going to play more of this tomorrow. I think this is one I just want to plow all the way through and just stream straight through, because that might be the only way I don't play through any of it on offline, because it's real good. This game is incredibly my jam. At the foot of a slope, you stumble across the remains of a building. Did it belong to the occupying forces? Parts of it are completely buried under rock. There must have been a landslide. Between the rubble, you can see a few electronic devices and small metal containers. You could go there and search for provisions. I searched through the rubble. You walk carefully across the rubble, keeping an eye out for anything useful. You spot a hollow underneath a boulder. Something in there glints as the light falls across it. You carefully reach your hand into the gap and try to grab it. You brush it with your fingertips. Once, twice. Got it. You feel like jumping for joy. You have recovered some valuable equipment. Oxygen mask. Excellent. The terrain slopes in front of you. It is completely covered with boulders and fragments of rock. Detour. We like safety in these sort of things. In the dangerous terrain. You enter the cave cautiously. We'll explore the vault. Might be backpack or bag. I use my flashlight. You shine your light into the vault. There it is, an old backpack. Carefully, you start climbing down. In no time at all, your feet hit the solid ground at the bottom. You search through the backpack and find valuable equipment that you pack away quickly. You climb back up, more than satisfied. For once we had the right tool for the thing. The art makes me think there should be a physical board game version. That could be interesting. If this sounds like an interesting board game concept for you, check out K2. I think that's back in print again, but it is absolutely like a dangerous mountain climbing board game sort of thing. That's also, if you want something lighter, there's a roll and write called Trek 12 that came out recently, where you're filling in numbers to climb a mountain. That also looks interesting. That one I haven't had a chance to play either of them, but those are the ones that I would look into if you like this sort of thing and also board games. Yes, I would know what board games are similar to this. Hush you. Almost as if I have expensive board and card game knowledge. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We don't need sleep. I still want to do some roll and writes on stream one of these days. Probably the pinball one. Maybe Railroad Inc., but that one there's probably a downloadable board to be able to play, to have everyone else be able to play. I know the pinball one does. So, someday, and I still want to do the art stream sometime too. Right now, we're just going to play more of this amazing mountain game. You were standing at the entrance to a glacial cave. The light that finds its way through the thick ice makes the walls glow a deep, invigorating blue. Nice. Level up. We're going to take the static bonus that doesn't go away after time. Because that's how we do. Okay, so we need to get up there. Wow, that's a ways away. Goodness. Let's go here. Hit up all the points of interest. You cannot believe your eyes. A fallen antenna is blocking your path. I stay and look around. You are certain that the antenna is from the years of occupation. Maybe it was some kind of radio relay station? But what was it used for? You ponder as you continue on your way. XP! Here. Oh, wait, that's... Is that worth going all the way up there? Yeah, probably. Sometimes it's fun to make not the smartest decisions. Might be worth it. It could be a tent that we might have room for. We'll gain the body temperature back tomorrow. It'll be fine. We are going to go around, though. I don't want to jump across a glacier crevasse. Ooh, transport case. You see the outline of a large rectangular object concealed underneath an old parachute. You gingerly lift the stained, tattered fabric to find a metal case. Maybe it was used to transport goods? I search the case. You're in luck. The case contains provisions. We got a bandage. And a level up. Let's do this one. Reduce time cost while we have lots of O2. Especially since we're going to be spending a lot of time noodling around here. Where is the path we want to try to take? This is iffy with all the boulders. Looks like it might be a little clearer on this side, but I can't tell. Let's go over here and scope it out. Oh, yeah, we're gonna try to help this guy. Climb down to save him. Yay, we saved him. We're the greatest. I figure I can safely skip reading out all the ones that we've had this session. You can go back and replay that if you need to hear it again. Yeah, this seems like a decent way to go around. Then we can go here and try to climb up this way. Hit some points of interest that way. Is that worth detouring for, though? Yeah, let's do it. In front of you, rocks and stones have been meticulously piled up to form a mound. A grave so far up here? I searched for clues as to who's buried here. You carefully nudge the rocks with your boot. There's something there. You bend down to find some old but usable equipment. Another mountaineer must be buried here. You have lots of questions and no answers. Who were they? How did they know about the island? What happened to their companion who buried them? We'll take the equipment, we'll suffer some sanity, but our sanity is almost full. You ask the unknown climber for forgiveness, but you are sure they wouldn't hold a grudge against you. After all, they have no use for the equipment anymore, but you do. Ooh, warm hat. We need that more than the oxygen right now. Worth. We will take controlled breathing. Alright, so we want to get to here, and then we'll make our way down and around this way. Looks like a more open path than this one, hopefully? Hopefully that's not all closed off. Well, we'll find out. Oh, it's a flower. We got sanity and XP. The path ahead of you tapers to a narrow passage lined with columns of brittle ice. One of the ice towers has collapsed and is blocking your way. You check the mound of ice. It would consume a lot of your strength to make your way through it, but it should be possible. We'll take a detour. You turn around. You'd rather take a detour than be hit by more collapsing towers of ice as you clear the passage. A tent hastily erected against the side of a rock wall catches your attention. As you get closer, you discover a sleeping mountaineer. His clothes are torn in places, and you can tell by his face that he is in bad shape. You can't say how long he has left to live or whether he will make it. Gotta avoid torso hits? Yes. Body shot. Body shot. We can treat his injuries with bandage. You clean his wounds and use one of your bandages to bind them. He opens his eyes and looks at you bewildered. His strength appears to be coming back, so you help him to sit up. He is very grateful and shares his equipment with you while assuring that he will be all right from now on. Protective helmet. That would help against those torso hits. But we're going to keep the warm hat. Okay, so it looks like if I go this way, I will be able to make my way up and around. Excellent. So let's go this way and detour and hit up some points of interest. Always bring a body shield when climbing. Yes. You reach a small plateau with monoliths arranged in a circle. The remnants of an ancient culture? A figure in a long cloak is crouching on the ground, muttering something unintelligible. Then they rise and knock over the stone pillars one by one. Let's stop them this time. You approach the figure. Their face is concealed by a shadow. When they notice you, they back away, whispering what sound like threats. Then you feel a stabbing pain in your chest. No, my torso! Your vision goes black and your legs give way. When you come to, the stranger has disappeared, along with the pain in your chest. You set up the overturned obelisks in their original positions, discovering provisions in the process. My precious torso. Ooh, tent. Okay, I'll take some minor torso damage for a tent. And I didn't actually even torso damage. Excellent. Oh, we're going to take the permanent one. So that's just how we do. Man, I've got to stop being so attached to my torso. We will try to get the oxygen bottle. We held it aloft like a trophy. Da 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 da. You are walking through powdered snow when suddenly your feet slip out from under you. A layer of smooth ice has formed beneath the snow, making walking almost impossible. Well, that's not ideal. Cave, shimmer light, fireflies, fireflies. There's got to be a joke there about not being attached to your torso, but you're not clever enough. We can workshop this. I mean, if you want to get real weird, there's a band called the Screaming Headless Torsos. That could just be the joke, that it's a reference to that. Let's sleep, regain some body temperature and energy. Good enough. Well, now I'm going to think about that for a sec. Hang on. I tried to break up with my torso, but then I just didn't have the heart. Torso's pretty attached to you. Because you do have the heart. It's the thing about... You'd have the heart to be able to break up with it, because you have the heart at the moment, but then you wouldn't after. So it's trying to figure out how to workshop that to make it work. I'm going to think about that for a sec. I think that's the closest I'm going to get right now. I tried to break up with my torso, but then I lost the heart. Yes. Perfect. We got there. I was always attached to my torso, but then I took an arrow to the knee. I mean... I work for Belethor at the General Goods Store. Get out of my house. My run from Whiterun was always perfect. That Belethor would follow me into my house and say, I work for Belethor at the General Goods Store, and then leave. Every time. I was so tempted to kill that guy so that he wouldn't keep telling me that he works for Belethor at the General Goods Store. Trying really hard to not add this K2 board game to my Amazon cart. If you want to see a playthrough and review on it, I think Shut Up and Sit Down did an episode on it quite a while ago. Go hit up their YouTube channel and check it out. See if, or just look for a gameplay video to make sure that it's going to be gameplay that you're going to enjoy. I think that one might have solo play too, but I don't remember. You discover some wild berries on a bush. They are bright in color, orange almost. You hesitate. They could be poisonous, yet a little sustenance would do you a world of good. I'm going to do board game recommendations. I should figure out how to find myself an affiliate link. I try one of the berries. The berries are slightly tart, but fresh and tasty. You feel them replenishing your energy and strengthening you for the long journey still ahead of you. You are grateful that nature challenges you, yet also takes care of you. Level up! Warm thoughts. Fresh air. Take it slow. Let's do fresh air. So it's easier to justify hitting all the points of interest. Let's detour and hit... Ah, never mind, never mind, never mind. Cancel, 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 cancel. I realized I couldn't go through that way. I will say, though, if you have a friendly local board game store, check with them. They might have it... they might be able to tell you more info about it. And if they don't have it, they might be able to order it in for you. I do love a good friendly local board game store. Rock and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders so as not to slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you, a shadow leaps out at a recess in the rock, coming straight at you. You jump in fear, lose your balance, and crash to the ground. You look up to see a mountain hare. You scraped up your knee because of a bunny. We don't even get a picture of a bunny. At least it wasn't our precious torso. Okay. Let's see here. There's no points of interest to hit up. Oh, and there is, briefly saw an item one up there, so we'll go that way. Man, for my playstyle, the journalist is real good. You just get infinitely rewarded for hitting up points of interest and poking things. I do enjoy poking things in games. Yee. Where are you? Oh, you're right here. Aha! You trip and bang your knee. Cursing up a storm, you kick the rock you tripped over, revealing a crack in the ground. It seems as though someone had used this crack to hide their possessions. I examine the crack. You reach into the crack. You graze something with your fingertips. It feels like a thin book of some sort. The frozen earth has not been kind to it. You skim the handwritten notes. They were penned by another mountaineer over 50 years ago, long before the island's existence became public knowledge. And there's more. Someone has stashed provisions here. Food. Food and lore. Beautiful. Lore as in the story type, not the evil data brother. Although, I could somehow see lore being on this mountain somehow. Causing trouble. "50-year-old provisions." Yep. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Alright, can we get to here? Yes, but do we want to do it via here? I think I just want to go to this one, and then we'll start heading up and hit that other one. Can I get to this one? Alright, let's go here first. We will find out what's wrong with him. We fix his shoulder. Ooh, we get a hiking staff as well. That's nice. Let's go ahead and eat this food. We still can't take this, but that's okay. Let's leave the protective helmet, because I'm probably going to want the other two more. Yep. Because we don't have a way to be able to take everything. Ah! Ah! Alright. We'll use this key. So, let's... That sounded a little bit like a dolphin. Let's go to here. Need to unlock more space. Yeah, I don't think... There's not really room on the thing for it. I think the space the spacing is pretty good, considering how much space the tent takes up. The death zone. I will ascend as quickly as possible. But I am going to... Oh, there it is. I knew there was one over here. Like, I have 2 tents. That's a lot of space. Explore the vault. Oh, that was probably dumb. Climb down. I should have used my flashlight. Ah. Oh well. Bad things didn't happen. We're sleeping now. Then we'll hit this one. And sleep again. We will find a quiet corner to lay down to rest. Sleep long, we'll get back all of our body heat and energy. And then we might switch to the O2 mask. Yeah, we will do that. There we go. That's not too bad for energy use. We could hop out of the way to do this. Considering how much points of interest help us as this character, let's go ahead and do it. The time and energy cost isn't too bad. Very light. Approach it carefully. You see a meandering mountaineer. He seems tense and appears to have lost his way. You aren't sure whether or not you should offer to help him. I offer to help. The stranger is uncertain, staring hard at you. He takes a few quick steps back and then disappears without a word behind some rocky peaks. Well, we tried. Still wasn't a land anglerfish. Sometime. We will gain more body temperature while moving. Excellent. Then we won't be losing as much of the bonus from changing over to the oxygen mask. Okay, so how do we want to ascend? We could go back over and go this way and go up this way. I don't know if I can get up that way, actually, so let's take it this way around. Let's go to here and stop if we see anything else interesting on the way, once we can see around here. Oh, there is, and we'll probably stop and take it, too. Because that's not going to be too far out of the way. The soundtrack to this game is also fantastic. Laboriously, you trudge up a slope through knee-high snow. You stop abruptly. You blink. Scarcely noticeable, and as if in slow motion, a blanket of snow is creeping over the slope-beaten terrain directly at you. Take a detour. As you hurry down the slope, you cast a glance over your shoulder. The mountains of snow are getting menacingly close, but they finally come to a standstill. You didn't want to risk running into another avalanche, so you search for a different way. Smart. Deer stand. Okay, we'll continue and not hit up the deer stand and injure our precious, precious torso. Alright, let's go back up here. The only thing that's bad about going into crevasses is... There we go. Getting the camera to behave. Go right from one avalanche to another. I mean, that seems about right. Let's be real. Northern Lights. What a sight. Yay, sanity and XP. Elias's strobotone. Excellent. I'm going to jot that down. I am always down for new music. All right. Note made. Thank you. Alright, so I'm not going to go after those, I don't think. No. Can we get up here? Oh, that's not too bad, actually. Let's do that. Just enjoying the music and the ambient climbing noises of me skittering along. Steps have been hewn into the stone, leading you to a pedestal of sorts. Some sort of religious site or shrine, maybe? You're not a particularly spiritual person, but somehow this place feels holy. It might just be your imagination, but you pray to the shrine for energy. Yes. Will that be enough to get us up here? Haha, beautiful. As long as we don't have a horrible event that befalls us and uses all our energy. Come on, universe. Comedic timing. Nope, we slightly made it up to the... right next to the vaguely phallic rock. You breathe in deeply as you look down from the summit. These mountains are really something else. You wonder how you will find the strength to withstand this madness. Mountains of Madness is a different thing. That's closer to Darkest Dungeon. But your doubts soon give way to certainty. Deep down, you know that every single climb gives as much as it takes. Each step provides experience, makes you better. And now it's time to keep going and reach your goal. Although we do have a sanity meter, so maybe we do have some Mansions of Madness going on. Or Mountains of Madness. Sorry, I was playing Mansions of Madness with friends the other day. It's only slightly phallic, it's fine. Okay. So we gotta climb down and make our way that way. Do we want to meander around this way? The path looks more open in this direction and a little lower, elevation. Let's go to here. And there's still lots of points of interest to hit up along the way. Okay, I think it's time to sleep. We'll do a long sleep, get lots of energy. Okay. Okay, so I won't make it to there. Let's go to here and see if there's anything. We're going to use a lot of energy doing these vertical ice climbs. There's not really anything we can do about it. Yep. Rest again. I don't have gear to help with the energy requirements that I've not already have equipped. I'm pretty sure? Yeah. Yep, nothing we can do. Let's go to here. We'll rest, and then we'll start making our way in that direction. Make it to the cave and be able to sleep through the night. Strong smell. Follow smell. Oh, there's a growl. Okay, goodbye. Alright, we'll sleep. Hubris. Also, if you are watching this and don't already own this game, it is currently free on the Epic Game Store this week. Not sponsored or anything, just worth noting that you can get and play this game, because it's fantastic. Oh, wait. No. Can I not? Okay, I guess that's closed off, so we won't go that way. Alright. That plan was apparently not great. Oh, gotta go all the way around? Alright, we'll just start going this way. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll go to this point of interest. As you step through a rock arch, a giant of a man in a torn anorak suddenly blocks your way. He points at your backpack with a scowl. Is he going to rob you? As if he has read your mind, the stranger starts to rummage around in his own backpack. You're relieved. He only wants to trade. The towering man indicates that he would like to have a tent. You should take one of his possessions in return. You take, I don't want to trade. You can't have my tent. These trades always want my tent. They cannot have it. I've never done an actual trade because they want a thing that I absolutely will not part with. Let's do experience gain for the next 48 hours because we're near the end. Kind of in the final push here. Can I make it to there then? I don't know if that's worth the detour. Well, let's go to here, and we'll decide from there. Death zone left. We'll probably be hopping back up into it. Well, I can make it up there to rest. Hang on. Let me get a better view here. I don't know if that connects back over, though, so maybe I should just keep going. I think I want to just keep going. Don't think I can easily get to that. Let's go here. I don't mind taking it safe when I have the resources to do so. Said especially when we're on a final push, so I think I'm gonna skip the cave and just keep going for a bit. Well, actually, we could rest. Yeah, let's rest. We'll do a long sleep. Get most of the way through the night. And we'll go to this item. You discover the wreck of a plane crash. You could take the time to search it. Yeah, we'll thoroughly search. You find some equipment. Well, this game really thinks I need a protective helmet, which, I mean, it's probably not wrong. Okay. I wish I could see. Okay, we're going that way. I almost got to see. I don't know why I have so much trouble with this camera. Oh boy. Alright, so... I think I need to go this way, but I can't verify that. Where is our extraction point? That's where we came from. There it is. Okay. That way. Excellent. I think I'm gonna go down and around to hit up the points, and also this looks like a safer path. You stumble over the corpse of a deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of chewed herbs cling to its snout. Its last meal, probably still undigested. You cut open the animal's stomach to get to the herbs. Sure, we'll try it. The corpse is still warm as you place your knife against its underbelly. That's probably supposed to be one long, fine cut. Blood gushes out of the wound and pours over your hands. You grow dizzy, and you also start to feel nauseous. Keep trying. You did it. You have indeed found some undigested herbs in the deer's stomach. Mainly wanted the XP. Gross, but less gross than the stuff in our eyes that turned sticky and blech. You enter an expansive cave. Countless stalactites hang from its ceiling, some of which are longer than your arm. Water droplets trickle gently from the tips of the stalactites onto the rocks and into the pools below. The soothing tinkling sound they make as they land leaves you feeling calm and relaxed. The rock formations must be many thousands of years old, dating back to before the first traces of people on this island. It makes you happy to think that anything could endure for so long. You, too, are here to achieve something that will outlast you. Something people will talk about for years to come. Nice, got our sanity back. And level up. We'll do one more push. Okay. That way. Let's climb down and go around. Oh, I can't add waypoints while I'm moving. Oh, maybe I can't go around this way. Uh-oh. Oh, I have to go that way. Okay. We gonna sleep. We're gonna have a long sleep so we can climb that. Alrighty. Surely nothing bad will happen on this massive climb. Excellent. Everything is fine. And yes, I am going to hit up the item before we go to our exit. Gives you more XP for after 2? Correct. We'll give it a try. Actually, let's continue. We don't need it. And I can just really... The step right before. I don't move. I don't have the energy. You feel as though you're rooted to the spot. The boulder hurtles closer, slams into your shoulder, and knocks you back. Your torso is killing you, but you are unable to pick yourself up and keep going. But you are able to pick yourself up and keep going. My torso! Why is it always my torso? You have reached your goal. Your body feels weak, but your heart is jumping for joy. You know that the mountain is a merciless foe, but this time around, you have defeated it. My poor, poor, poor torso. Start wearing body armor. We did it. Look at all them stats. Ooh, more unlocked items and more capacity. No use. Oop, dang it. I meant to read that. I don't think there's a... Is there a log? Dang it. Sorry about that. Right, that's this. We'll do that after we... Whoops. Yes. Okay. Improve protection from terrain. Interruption. I think we just need that, considering our torso status. Let's get up to 1 on all these and get just a little bit of help on all the stats. Alright, I think I got about a half hour. If one of these side missions is short, we should be good. Expansive. Compact! Excellent! Let's take the scientist on this mountain. Where was the... I thought I had a place to check my gear before I headed out, but just in case. Okay. So we're gonna take our tent. There's a lot of elevation and a lot of death zone, so maybe we should take an oxygen mask? And... minus energy cost on all terrain. Or... could take a torch. Let's take fur gloves, because then we can take a 20 value item too. Let's take a flashlight. Oh, okay, so it did let us do that first. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, let's do it. Heading out again into the unknown. Alright, where's our goal? Up there. Let's take a quick view of the surroundings. Let's hit up this stuff down here. Start by going here to here to here, and then we'll start working our way up to this area. It should... yeah, it connects up that way. Excellent. There's a shrine over there, but that's pretty far out of the way. We'll just leave. We will find out what's wrong with him. We are good at shoulders. We'll take snowshoes and an O2 bottle. Nice. Strong smell. We're just gonna sleep. We'll just do a brief rest. Well, let's do a long rest and get through most of the night. Even though it's gonna be bad tomorrow. Get all of our energy back. Come on, camera. Let's start that once I can maneuver my camera again. Oh, yeah. I think we just want to continue on this way. Deer stand. Let's avoid the avalanche. Hit up the shrine. Got wind chimes. We will regain sanity, I guess. Let's go to here, and then we'll go this way up. Hydrate! Where am I playing from? Wisconsin, USA. Greetings from Berlin, Germany. Oh, that's neat. Go sleep. I don't know how Euro-friendly my usual time slot is for Tuesday, Thursday. It's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. But like I said, I put everything up on YouTube, so you don't need to worry about ever totally missing. I appreciate you hanging out. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. Thanks so much for coming by. I hope you had a good time. And I'm not going to be going for too much longer anyway, once this mountain is done. Or if it gets to be about... I can go a little past half hour yet, but not too much longer. Let's stop and let's cover eyes and keep walking this time. You feel like there's something in your eye. A fly, perhaps? You rub and rub at your eye, but it feels more and more like there's something in it. Your vision is blurry as the ground opens up before you and you slide into a crevasse. Fortunately, it isn't very deep and you come away with just a fright. What? Snowblind. Ooh. Time cost. Interesting. That's a new one. Nobody in sight. You discover an intact tent. There is nobody in sight, but the embers in the fire pit are still glowing. The camp is obviously being used by someone. It could contain valuable items. Sure, we'll search the camp. A tent with an unusual symbol catches your eye. You plunder it and find valuable equipment. Ooh, gloves. Ooh, climbing gloves. Yeah. And level up. Take it slow. Let's go to here. And now it's stormy. You come across the remnants of a wall. A weathered stone wolf's head stares at you with lifeless eyes. I stay and examine the relic. You are astounded by the delicate craftsmanship. How old must this wolf's head be? One thing is clear. People once lived here and erected impressive structures. But what kind of civilization was it? And why have you never heard of them? As you ruminate on the many unanswered questions, your eyes wander to a small chest. You find valuable equipment inside. Always with the protective helmet. This game hears me complaining about my torso. Like, well, here, have protective gear. Selectates. Yeah. XP insanity. I'm kind of tempted to... I don't normally take the limited ones, but we are in the middle of a storm. And that just might be super useful to help us ride it out. So let's do that. So, how do we want to do this? I think I want to go this way and hit up the Wonder. And hope that I can cross over once we get to the top. Death zone. Decreased energy cost, please. Flower. Well, that's interesting. I thought that was the case in the other one, but it overlays the snow effect on the picture if there's a storm. That's a neat touch. Yeah, we'll search. Revisions! Definitely worth it. More O2. And a level up. Energy cost plus time. Yeah, we'll do that. Energy is definitely more of an issue than time for us for pretty much everything. Alright, let's go to here. We'll hit up the shrine. Lying on the ground are 2 dead mountaineers. It looks like they haven't been there long. You recognize the symbol on their clothing. It's the same as the one on that tent you plundered. Totally not our fault. Don't worry about it. Despite what the sanity loss says. There's a fire. We regain energy. Alright, where are we going to? Up there. Goodness, we have a ways to go. Let's go to here and rest. Wait out the nighttime storm. Find a different path. Okay, cave. Small tunnel. Explore. I use my flashlight. Box finding provisions. Nice. Well, that's useful. Confirm. Lie down and sleep. We'll just sleep briefly. That'll get us to daytime. And we'll get our energy back. Level up. Let's explore the mountain and get more XP. And let's switch to fur gloves to restore some body heat. There is a good chance we're going to be saving and continuing this one tomorrow as well. For this run specifically. Wow, this terrain is awful. I don't know if that connects up over there. Doesn't appear to. I mean, there's a good chance I just want to see if I can get down here. Seems like the best point of ingress. We get some points of interest. And it looks like we can pick up the path and go this way. So I'm going to clear. I'm going to go to here first. We're going to go to here. Tanabata tree. Energy. Nice. Okay, so we want to go that way. So let's go ahead and head up the cave, because we're not going to sleep. More than likely. Let's see here. Nah. Local man sitting up on the rock. Oh, we'll fix his shoulder. We're real good at fixing shoulder. We are the best shoulder fixers. We have so much oxygen. Thank you for nabbing the spam bot there. It's a goat! You encounter a common mountain goat. It's nibbling on some herbs. I approach it in a friendly manner. The goat looks at you blankly. You decide to keep walking. OM goat. Again, I just imagine us just, like, waving at the goat, going, hello, goat, 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 hello. Oop, let's take controlled breathing. Alright, let's go to here. Leap out of the way. Basically one of the Pokemon campaigns I'm in. Nice. Steps. Excellent. We wave at everything. It me IRL. Energy. Oh, yeah. Let's go to here. Strong smell. Let's follow it. You go deeper into the cave. After a few feet, you come across a small water hole. A thin ray of light falls through an opening into the solid rock ceiling and reflects off of the water's surface, creating an intricate light pattern that mesmerizes you for a moment. We will sleep. We will have... Oh, we gain body heat because we just make it to daytime, so we'll just go ahead and do a quick sleep. Get through most of the night. Let's head up this spot. We will search the corpse. We get some equipment. We got crampons. Are we mostly on snow or ice here? More... it's gonna be snow for a bit, it looks like, so we'll keep the snowshoes on. We dig deeper. We got the crate. Ooh. Stuff. Level up. We'll take conserve strength. Yay, stuff. Alright, so I want to go here, then to here, and then up here. Then we start going up. You once again encounter a common mountain goat. It's standing behind a rock and using its head to point emphatically in the direction you're walking. Is it trying to warn you? I hide behind the rock too. Walking just a few feet ahead of you is a large wildcat. It notices neither you nor the goat. Thanks, goat friend. Oh, we're blessed. We got goat and pupper. Good, but whoa, that dog had a tent. Alright, well, let's use the hot tea. Let's get rid of the protective helmet. Goodness, okay, one sec. Let's use the other hot tea. Let's put everything here so we can rearrange. I'll take that. That. Here, dog, hold my things for a moment. Yep. Let's leave behind an O2 and take the gloves. Aurora Borealis. At this time of day, this part of the world, centralized exclusively on this mountain. Can I see it? No. Follow the noise. I use my flashlight. You move further and further into the cave system. The knocking is muffled and regular, as if coming from a broken machine. Then suddenly, silence. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. Strange. You're about to turn around and go back when you discover a metallic chest in a niche. You open it and find some provisions. Guess this detour was worth it. More tea. The birds are very plentiful. I think we just leave. We're doing good on stats. The weather's nice. And it's daytime. Well, considering how much of this seems to be in the death zone, let's go ahead and take that one. I can't tell where I need to be going. Up there. Alright, so I could either pick my way up that way or go that way. I think I need to approach it from this side, so I'm gonna go backwards. Backtrack a little bit, but go up to here. The snow beneath your feet gives way. You fall, but not far. You land at the bottom of a flat, snowy crevasse. We've lost body heat. That's okay, we just got more bird tea. Shooting star. Make a wish for energy. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be a trader and also kind of a blocked off area, so I think I'm going to skip that. Let's get up to here. Switch to these. Because we're going to climb up a bunch of ice and go to here. I call out in case the owner is nearby. You gonna be mad at me again? Yeah. Oh no, friendly nod. Yeah! You call out, no response. You call again. Suddenly, you hear heavy breathing. A local mountaineer with a dead mountain hare slung over his shoulder makes his way toward you. He gives you a friendly nod. Without a word, he stokes the campfire and skins the hare. In no time, the meat is roasting nicely over a spit on the fire, giving off a mouth-watering aroma. The stranger gestures you to join him. You gratefully accept his offer. You could use some refreshments right about now. Oh, yes. Well worth. I think that's gonna go... Yeah, I think we're better off just going straight to there. Yeah, we'll move carefully. Oh! Oh. That was the one where I wanted to hurry, I think. You slowly climb from rock to rock. You're nearly there when your foot catches on something. A boulder hurtles down to the frozen ground below. You hear a short, sharp scream. You cast about for the stranger. He's lying motionless on the ground, blood pooling around his head. Your whole body is shaking. Well, we just inadvertently murdered a guy. That's fine, right? Mountain got him. These things happen. Icy wind, follow the wind. Stalactites. Our torso! Is it always our torso? Controlled breathing. Yeah, that seems good. My precious, precious torso. Alright, let's hit up this cave. Small tunnel leading into the darkness. We have a flashlight. Yeah, we use our flashlight. Box with provisions. Ooh. We'll just use this one. And breathe deeply. Let's see here. Might be time to leave the climbing gloves. Since we've been having more body temperature issues than anything. To hang on to the rest of the supplies. I mean, O2 hasn't been a big problem. We have an O2 mask. Let's just keep one. That's ready to go. Okay. So we're not going to go all the way around that way. Let's go up to here and see how it looks. Could have just had the tea to make space. Yeah, but my body temperature isn't too bad right now. I want to hang on to it for an emergency. But that is definitely a valid point. Let's go up this way so we can hit up the points of interest. But yeah, the thought did cross my mind. Limestone cave. Sanity and XP. Alright, let's go here. It's looking like what we're going to do is reach the summit and save, and we'll do the descent tomorrow. I carefully let myself slide down the slope. Half buried in the ground, you find a weathered stone plaque. It seems to be old. Very old, in fact. I stay and dig it up. As you were digging at the earth with your bare hands, your gaze falls onto the characters etched into the stone. Presumably some kind of writing system. You regret that you are unable to read the characters. There must have been a civilization here a long time ago. What could have led to their downfall? Finally, you are able to free the plaque and lift it up. In the hollow below it, you find valuable equipment. It's always precursor technology. So now I'll drink the tea and take some boots and wear some boots. Let's go here. A sharp blade. Let's thoroughly investigate. More tea. Let's eat the food and take the tea. Keep ourselves well prepared for an emergency. And now I think we're gonna just basically head straight up to the summit here. And we'll stop here. And... Alright, we'll go there, since I can't reach the one at the top. We didn't even hurt our torso the step before. All right. We'll level up. We'll do significantly reduced energy in the death zone. And then we're going to go back to the main menu. Since I've been informed that it will save. And I am going to head out. I'm going to grab some lunch before work. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 Central Standard Time. And we will continue this side mission and descend on the mountain. I'm having a great time with this game. I hope you all are as well. Have a wonderful day. Bye!